Good morning, dear students. Our lesson today is the symmetrical figures and lines of symmetry. Some figures are attractive because they have one or more lines of symmetry. The opposite figure has one line of symmetry, which is the L, this heart. I can cut it to two equal parts with the line called L. Other figures are not attractive because they have no lines of symmetry, like this figure. I cannot cut it to two equal or two identical parts. The opposite figure has no lines of symmetry. Meaning of symmetrical figures. We say that a figure has a line of symmetry if it can be folded into two congruent parts that match exactly. The fold line, or the line I'm going to draw, is the line of symmetry. Like in the equilateral triangle. The equilateral triangle has three lines of symmetry. If I'm going to draw a line from the red point, it's going to cut the triangle to two congruent parts or two equal parts. If I'm going to draw a line of symmetry from the blue point, it's going to cut the shape to two congruent parts or two equal parts, and the same from the green point. So how many lines of symmetry do we have here? We have three lines of symmetry. The isosceles triangle, it has only one line of symmetry. If I'm going to draw another line from another point, it's not going to cut it to two equal parts. So the isosceles triangle has only one line of symmetry. The rhombus has two lines of symmetry. Rectangle, also two lines of symmetry. The square is going to be two, like this, and also the diagonals are considered lines of symmetry. Regular hexagon. The regular hexagon is a polygon, has 6 equal sides. So, how many lines of symmetry do we have in a hexagon? We have 6 lines of symmetry. The trapezium. The trapezium has no lines of symmetry, 0 lines of symmetry. Why? Because I cannot cut this shape to two equal or identical parts. Isosceles trapezium, it has only one line of symmetry. And the circle, it has a very large number, infinite, or has no end numbers of lines of symmetry. Let's answer from your school book, page 57. Put right for the correct statement and wrong for the incorrect one, and correct the wrong statement. The parallelogram has 4 lines of symmetry. As we said before, the parallelogram has no lines of symmetry, has 0 lines of symmetry. So this statement is false. Why? Because the parallelogram has 0 lines of symmetry. The rectangle has 4 lines of symmetry. False. Why? Because we said that the rectangle has only 2 lines of symmetry. The scalene triangle has 3 lines of symmetry. False. Why? Because the scalene triangle has 0 lines of symmetry. The isosceles trapezium has 1 line of symmetry. It's true. The square has 4 lines of symmetry. It's true. And the rhombus has 4 lines of symmetry. It's false. Why? Because we said that the rhombus has 2 lines of symmetry. Now, from your school book, page 58, I'm going to join each figure to its number of lines of symmetry. First, I'm going to name the shape to memorize how many lines of symmetry do we have. The first one, isosceles trapezium. Yes. How many lines of symmetry do we have? One. Excellent. The isosceles triangle. Also, how many lines of symmetry do we have? One. Trapezium. The trapezium has no 0 lines of symmetry. Parallelogram. 0 lines of symmetry. The rectangle. Excellent. We said the rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry. And the square, it has 4 lines of symmetry. This is your homework from your booklet, page 30. Thank you.